Hi, Collective. Okay, this is going to be a part 2. It just cut off on me. Only 19 minutes available for the last reading. So if you want to know more about what I was talking about, go take a look at that reading. Family Dynamics is in the title somewhere. I was talking about finding that balance, right? Of balancing out your masculinity, your femininity, right? Feeling this energy, this duality of balancing your energy. You could have realized that you were having certain situations, right? Or certain people that were challenging you, okay? That were getting you out of alignment, okay? Getting you more in one energy than the other, right? But actually it's really teaching you how to master that part of yourself or heal that sort of wounding or whatever, to not allow access to you. Like, that's something when you start to realize, like, your enemies and your adversaries, often your family, your friends, your loved ones, the ones closest to you, the ones that you won't easily push out your life or give up on, are often the ones that challenge you the most and teach you those aspects of yourself. That's why, whether you realize it or not, whether you think that you come from a family of karmics or whatever, like, when people are like, oh, my family's karmic, my family's this or whatever, your family's still teaching you the everything for your highest evolution and growth, right? And you signed up for every single thing with them. So when you learn that it's better just to overcome those things and learn from them, that they're actually helping, they signed up, they're contracted to you, for you, to teach you your highest evolution, your highest levels of evolution, to teach you how to master your soul, the evolution of your soul for your growth, right? To get you to not be bound to the reincarnation cycle. That it's a beautiful thing. So they're actually helping you. Have you ever seen somebody, like, you standing up to somebody and you getting all empowered or whatever, and that person is smiling at you? And yes, it may be the demonic force within them that you're seeing them smile through you or at you. But have you ever had that energy? Because I feel energy so much. Like, there's been times where my enemies are coming at me, and the smiles that I see, even though I see demonic forces in people, I still see those smiles as, like, they're happy that you're leveling up. They're happy that you're standing up to them. You know, and you'll see them cower and walk away. It's almost like when you stand up to something and you don't give it fear, they walk away. But walking away with the smiles that they're doing, it's almost like they're proud of you for not giving in to them. It's like when you start to realize that fear and all of those dark energies, that they're not really as dark as, when you start to realize that they're needed, they're to teach you how to level up. Like, where we think so much that, like, this universe and this matrix and this realm is against us, but really it's the perfect, like, experience, like, because everything is so intricate, and the way that it is set up with the laws of attraction, the laws of reflection, being in a mirrored reality, and how every single thing levels you up when you start to understand why it's being mirrored to you, why you're attracting it, why you are experiencing it. That's why we're in a perfect realm. That you really, you know what I mean? And even the things that aren't for you, sometimes it's literally just to teach you to stand up to them, to block them out, it's still leveling you up and teaching you those things. It's like, if you let somebody take advantage of you, you let someone use you, well, why did you? It's because you let someone else. In the last reading, I was talking about my children and family dynamics, and how I put my children up on pedestals so much that then when I was letting them walk all over me and take advantage and use me when they didn't realize it, because I wasn't teaching them that, then other people in my earthly realm and experience were also doing that, because it was the vibration that I was putting off. So I was telling the universe, like, this is okay. This is the vibration that I experienced to have, that I'm allowing to happen. So allow it to happen in every other connection that I actually entertain or whatever. That's why it is so important, right? And I was talking to somebody else the other day about just clothes and the frequencies of clothes. Like, you need to love the clothes that you are in. If you don't, you need to change the clothes that you are in. Like, you need to treat clothes as like wealth to you, okay? Because it is it's how you perceive yourself to be the clothes that you're in. Like if you're wearing raggedy old, you know what I mean? You know how, like, let me put it this way, like, you know how good it feels to put on brand new clothes, or to even put on nice clothes? How it can really change the vibration. You know, like how good you feel putting on something and going somewhere nice, and it's what you feel. But the energy that you feel affects the energy that you attracted. So days that, like, you're feeling, you know, very nice and all that are probably the days that you get a lot more smiles from people, a lot more compliments from people. Do you see what I mean? That's why, like, the clothes, or even just the things, like if you don't like something about you, like say you're wanting to get your hair cut, or you're wanting to do something like that, your aura, your body, your soul is telling yourself that you're feeling that. So that you need to do that. And that's so empowering to make that change for yourself. Right? That's why often I say, like, when I do my makeup, when I do my hair and clothes and all of that, it's always for me. I always do those things for, like, I love to wear makeup in the colors for, like, the energy that I'm feeling, right? And, like, a lot of times, like, it won't match my clothes, or maybe it will, but I don't let what people are going to say. Like, I've had people say before, have commented on my makeup or whatever. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's good that it's triggering it for you. Sometimes, like, I think I trigger a lot of people to make them feel that maybe they should be more expressive with color, because I love to wear all different colors. As us rainbow crystal children love to do that. We love to wear all the colors of the rainbow and experience that. And even too, just wearing different colors, how impactful that is, right? I was talking to a beautiful man about that, about how, like, you need to wear different colors, you know, because he was saying how he always wears all black, and I'm like, yeah, it's very confident, a very strong color, but you're also not letting in a lot of different energies, so then your chakra systems could get out of alignment, all sorts of stuff. Like, you know, I said you just need to walk around, like, in a different colored shirt and see how you feel, see the energy that you pull in that day, right? So you need to really experience those. And whether, you know, sometimes it doesn't always need to be a shirt or whatever. Maybe you decide to wear some colorful bracelets, or, you know what I mean, or socks or whatever. Like, you know, you could start small. It doesn't always have to be like you completely change your whole wardrobe or whatever, but where you start experiencing, you start, you know what I mean, wearing different colors, pulling those energies into your experience. Like, a big thing too is, like, if you feel like you depressed in your home, like, that's another thing that's important, along with, like, the clothes that you wear, your home environment. Like, go get a bowl of oranges and put them on your table, right? Eating oranges, stop it. Getting oranges and stuff and eating oranges in that color, it really stimulates your sacral chakra, right? Gets the energy flowing to your sacral, okay? And as I'm looking at oranges, I'm looking at my boxes of Reese's or whatever, but these colors, oranges have really been popping for me. It's really standing out to me a lot. So maybe there's something with the sacral chakra or something with orange. Like, I've been buying a lot of orange things. I haven't realized, like, this is my new hairbrush that I got. That's orange. So there's something with orange and blue, right? Even we got, didn't you get a blue shirt? Wasn't there blue and orange in your bear yesterday? Yeah, that's probably why it was so vibrant to me. There's something with orange and blue. Maybe, you know, this is like, this is what I'm talking about, orange and blue. Maybe pairing these colors. Maybe there's something about pairing colors, putting colors together is something that's going to be more vibrant. As I put my orange brush on my blue deck of cards, and they're showing me to show the blues, and I was wearing blue nail polish the past week and blue eyeliner. I'm still wearing some from the other night. That's why sometimes my makeup is a freaking mess, because sometimes it's just literally I roll out of bed and I don't even care to put my makeup on or anything, so it's just literally from the night before. I felt sad. Sometimes I play back, I'm like, look at my freaking makeup. But see, I don't care, because it's not about, in the past, I used to be like, sometimes I delete content and videos because I'd be like, oh my gosh, I look awful. But some of the teachings and some of the energy that I probably, like, that was a huge ego thing that I needed to get over. All of this is significant for some of you, right? Like, I see some of my beautiful readers, right, that they're commenting a lot on how they look or whatever. They need to get out of that. And I know that sometimes you need to feel more confident and secure in like the content, or especially when you're on like a platform or whatever, especially because of criticism. Like, I've literally had some people come at me in the comments about my makeup, like, for real. You think it affected me? No. Well, it got me to smile and laugh, because even when I affect people, like, it's doing something for them. So it's like, if my makeup or lack of makeup or whatever bothers somebody, then it's triggering them to make them to, because to me, they feel like they could wear their makeup better, or that they could do better. So it's triggering them to care more about their appearance, right? Or something, or making them feel like they need to start to wear makeup, or just something. But it's triggering something, it's doing something. I don't know. I love to be a provoker, and that's probably the hey, okay in me. I love to play in the darkness, and I'll dish it right back to people just to teach them, to show them, you know, be careful who you play with. Hold on, I just mixed these up. So since I grabbed these and just started shuffling them, we're going to pull some cards from them. In the last deck I was talking about how I've been feeling a lot of pulls to the black and white. And maybe for some of you, like, that's where you're coming out of this black and white, this balancing energy. Or maybe now that you're balanced, you're going to start to come out and be creative and expressive. You know, blue's about being expressive. Okay, throat chakra, right? And the orange is a sacral. Maybe there's something about you being very expressive with your emotions and your feelings, and there's something with the sacral and the throat. Look those up. Look up what having throat chakras imbalances come off as, okay, and the sacral, because there's some of you, maybe you had a blocked sacral, throat chakra, or maybe you had some sort of entity attachments. You know, when I was doing some cord clearings, I was doing some very intensive cord clearing that was sent my way, and when I started to go through the healing, I had to stop it because it was pulling so much on my throat. Like, I could literally feel like somebody was just pulling, and I was like, oh my gosh, what if this is like a trick? And what if this is like somebody trying to bind and block my throat chakra because of so much that I was expressing that week? Right, because I'm always careful about like the spiritual community and the things, because there are a lot of attacks that are going through, and there are some dark shamans, and I was talking about that, especially if somebody is like not healed. So be careful, like if you feel that something's off, like in this worker, or maybe it's just I was feeling like it was too intense for me, because I know that, like, especially when I got into doing some J-seal removals, okay, I started to get a little bit panicked because when that was going on, because I was like, what if I'm fully not aware to let all of this energy flood through me? And if you don't know about like the J-seals and things like that, like, look them up. Be careful before you go through any J-seal removals if you're not ready for them, because it's kind of like sometimes too much information can get flooded to you if you're not ready. Like, if you're not ready to experience certain things, like, you need to be careful. So anyway, like, this was too heavy. It was trying to pull the stuff out too fast. So I felt to stop it and slow it down. So there's something about that, like, maybe for some of you, you've had some heavy blockages on your throat chakra that's been hindering your form of expression. So there's something about throat chakra, sacral chakra, okay, healing going on there, and so maybe there's something about this, or healing them together, or there's something there. But look them up, right? Because when you look up what throat chakra and sacral chakra blockages can appear, because when you have those chakra systems blocked, okay, things manifest in the physical by experiences that you have. Like, it goes so much in alignment. Like, it could affect by like what you feel, your expression. There's so many different things, but I don't know why they're pulling me so much on this. But all I feel to say is that this is something, while you start to investigate it or look it up, you're gonna see, you know, because I don't want to turn this all into like a whole teaching on that. Maybe I need to do a separate one, because I only have 21 minutes available, and I don't want to cut off on time again. Wasn't this supposed to be my part 2? Yeah. And anyway, I'm really feeling the cards, so let's get some cards. The King of Cups, the Eight of Wands, the Two of Wands. Fast movement. I love seeing the Eight of Wands coming out, baby. And especially in this Lionsgate that's approaching in 2 days. I wasn't seeing the Eight of Wands for a while. So I was in some stagnant energy. So I love seeing the Eight of Wands coming back out. And maybe this is because I had these blockages, right? Because like I said, I knew that they were sending me to try to clear my throat chakra, right? But maybe I didn't realize my sacral chakra was running through some blockages. I mean, I knew that I was having entities attack, but maybe I thought I was strong enough to get these entities off. Maybe I've recently broken these entities off, that these entities were really affecting my throat chakra as well. Wow. Okay. So the King of Cups is coming out here with the Eight of Wands. There's fast movement with the King of Cups figure. Somebody that's very loving, caring, kind, compassionate. Now the King of Cups, though, can hide their emotions, right? They're not as expressive of them as the Queen of Cups. But there's this fast movement, some sort of expression here with the King of Cups. Ooh, baby, we got an Emperor here. Now, what's interesting is there's a Three of Swords. So somebody's in this heartbreak energy, okay? So this is either energy you're feeling or energy that someone else, or upcoming energy, because it was on the bottom of the deck, which this isn't being seen, or could be what's coming up here. Oh yeah, Eight of Cups. Somebody could be walking away from a situation because of an Emperor energy. Now this could be energy coming in for you, or energy that you're embodying. Four of Wands. There's some sort of union. You know, sometimes coming into complete union with yourself can allow you to walk away and cut people off. Maybe a King of Cups wasn't being expressive enough, or hold on, am I still recording? Yeah. 17 minutes. Okay. So maybe you weren't being expressive enough, or something. You weren't, or maybe a King of Cups wasn't. Whoa, because that would go in alignment with the throat chakra, right? Or maybe somebody's been, maybe some sort of heartbreak, pain, or betrayal triggered somebody after a walking away to get in to do the healing, and now some fast movement and communication is coming in. Huh. You know, sometimes heartbreak and things like that teach you the strongest lessons. You know, like, have you ever had somebody walk away or leave your life, or not have a chance with somebody simply because they couldn't express what they wanted to you? You ever had someone do that? Or not, you know what I mean? Like, it's better to put yourself out there and tell somebody that you love them instead of never knowing. Like, if you've ever had to sit with never telling somebody how you feel, like, that doesn't ever go away. It doesn't. It will sit there. It will sit there. And you will just always wonder what could have been if you could have expressed that. I mean, you could let it go. I'm not going to say for everybody. But maybe this is something where you're having to let something go where you weren't expressive. Or maybe just, there's this energy, though, I'm telling you, some sort of heartbreak or betrayal or something. You know, you're realizing something. Somebody's realizing something. You know, maybe this has to do with a pain or something that you've had since childhood, or your past, that you're being set free from, because that's why if something really bothers you, and this doesn't always have to be around like love and things like that. I only have 2 minutes left, so to be quick with this, but it's like, maybe this is just a pain, or just something that is just always bothered you or hindered you in some way. But now that you're expressing it, you're freeing yourself. That's why, you know how sometimes you can like break open your throat chakra by expressing. But with this sacral energy, this has to do with creative energy. This has to do with, you know, I know the heart chakra is where love are and everything, but like, it's the sacrals are related to that sexual energy. For some of you, maybe this is expressing your sexuality, okay, or just your intense love and passion for somebody, because to me that's where the passion and that creative spark, and you know, just like when somebody really excites you, where do you feel? You feel the energy in your sacral gets there's that, right? And there's something with that. But there's this freeing energy that I'm feeling, this expressive energy. There's this Four of Wands, this union. See, it's coming down to a decision. Two of Pentacles. We've seen the Two of Pentacles out in my previous reading in the last deck as well. This is a decision that you're having to make here. Six of Pentacles, the Hanged Man. Yeah, you're having to release and let something go, or getting a new perspective in something. I know I hate it when I'm in readings too, and I'm like, they say one thing, then they say the other thing, because we have to read the duality of it. But you get to pick which side of the coin that you're on. What do you feel is stronger, right? Is this a new realization? A new way of looking at something? Or is this a releasing and letting go? Or is it an aspect of both? I'm sorry I have to keep doing that, but you know, when we read the energy, this is what you have to look at. But see, Nine of Cups, there's an expression of love here, or going after the love that you desire. For some of you, you need to go express the love that you desire. If you have love and feelings for somebody, this is you needing to go express it, right? Or it's coming in for you. It's both, but I'm out of time.